Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this card. So we are just going to get started first with the background, and I have most of the settings in a Google Doc, which you can find in the description. So yeah. Make it whatever color you would like, and then we're gonna go for a mirrored horizon animated background, which is a little bit further down. Perfect. And you want the color to be transparent with a thickness of 3, which it is already set to. So we're just gonna make it white like that. Perfect. Okay. And I usually start my cards by adding the controls. So for this one, we're going to need a header and a footer marker, and then 3 sections. Obviously, the first one being home, and you can label these whatever you would like. So it doesn't really matter, but this is what I'm doing. So, and then we're going to add our most of our embeds, which will go under the footer starter. And so the first one we have is the background, which is the blobs floating. And again, this will be linked in the description, and you're just gonna copy the entire code, paste it into here, and then change it to whatever color you want. Like I'm doing here, I'm doing white, but again, you do not have to use the same colors or theme that I am, but if you want to, feel free to. Alright, next we're going to add the fonts, which I will have in a pasty bin linked below that I made. So you just have to copy it, and that's it. And next we're going to do an animation so that when you change section, it moves, it doesn't just show up. So again, for this, you're just going to have to copy the full thing. And for this, it will be important when you're making the section containers that they are labeled this. You can change it manually with Pro Plus, or you can change this to what the containers are. So we have to make sure that that's like that. All right, now we can get started on the actual card. So first we're gonna add, the main title text, which will go up here, and I have these settings for the Pro Plus styling, so you can just paste that into here. And wonderful. Size for line spacing 7.5 or 0.75 rather, and the color I'm gonna do every site that I'm using, like I said, will be linked in this description, so feel free to check those out. Wonderful. Next we're gonna make the container where the text will be. Width 24, padding 0.5. And let me know what you guys think about the voiceover. I think personally it's a lot easier. It would be a lot easier for me to follow along, but if it's annoying, obviously you guys can mute. You don't need to listen to me. I won't be talking the whole time, and hopefully I will have background music over this. I also am not a professional, so my microphone quality may not be the greatest, but hopefully it is still legible. Or, yeah. So here I'm just copying the settings for the container. And you guys should be able to access the Google Doc, but if not, of course, let me know. I did make it public though, so. And then you're gonna put a text into the container to kind of space it out. since the name text isn't in the container, it's absolutely positioned over it. And so for that, I'm just the size 1.5, line spacing 0.75, and then obviously you're gonna want to make it transparent so you can't see it, like so. Next, we're gonna add our main container, which I believe does not have any settings, but we're gonna make it a columns container with the left side at 80 degrees and aligned to the left, and the right side 20 aligned to the right. And then make sure, so it looks good on mobile, you go down to manual and make it default 24, 1 and 2. Okay. And it should have the same drop shadow settings from the last container, and so we are gonna just delete that no longer matters, and we're gonna make the background an image and then upload whatever image. It could be an image or a GIF. I personally think a GIF looks better, but it is whatever is up to you guys. So yep, okay. And then we are gonna do a divider first thing to space out the container, like, oops, oh no, where did it go? Okay, wonderful. Put it in the left side to space it out, like this empty space here. So obviously you're gonna wanna make it transparent and vertical so it stands up, and I left the size at 8. Alright, I'm gonna do the button next. So I know it doesn't look exactly like the reference card I have linked in the description, but it is the closest that I could get. So and we're gonna make the icon a globe. That's just what the reference card was. Again, you can make it any color. It does not have to be or not any color, any icon. It does not have to be a globe. Make the width at maximum, corner rounding and height at, I believe, 2, and icon size and thickness at 1. If you hear background noise, it's my bracelets jingling. I will probably take them off for the next tutorial, which, by the way, I currently don't have any requests, so feel free to send them in my retro spring, which will also be linked below. Oh my gosh, there we go. All right, and next we're gonna move on to the container. So text under the divider, and that will be this. The background, I put it for whatever color you guys want. And make sure to copy and paste the mobile settings like I'm doing here so that your card looks good on all devices. Alignment to the left, and like so. Oh, I forgot to make it not transparent anymore. Wonderful. All right. And then for the scroll text, this will be the same for the first and second container. So when you're doing so when you're doing the text for the second page, you can literally just duplicate the element. Right, and line spacing is a bit bigger, 1.25. And it appears that I have not made the okay, and make sure to set the contents, the spacing to 0. I will add that into the Google Doc. I just forgot to put that, so that they're touching. And for the highlight, just copy this and again add whatever color you want, and then go into the styling settings and put it under highlight. You could also do this for bold or underline, whatever. It's up to preference. All right, and then I'm just going to copy my text. I'm going to have to move the containers out of the way. All right, and make sure to add the credit. I will leave the creators, she's selling templates, so I'll leave the link in the description. She has some really cool ones, so check them out. All right, and next we're gonna do the navigation buttons. So we're gonna need a container for that, and make sure to place the container right under the main container, otherwise the positioning will be a little bit off. So that's up here, it's under container for navigation buttons. So this is the styling. And then on mobile, sorry about the background noise, I apologize. I don't have a professional microphone or anything like that. So the background is going to be a color, white, or again, whatever you prefer. And then the border is just going to be black, and get rid of the drop shadow, like so. And then we are going to put buttons in them. I'm pretty sure that the spacing is a little bit, or not buttons, whoops. Don't put buttons, put icons. I'm pretty sure the spacing is a little bit off because I haven't put in one more container with an embed that it's missing. So if the spacing is always going to look off until you have everything situated, because the positioning is always like relative to the other elements around them, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling a bit here. Okay, I'm back. Sometimes card gets a little buggy and doesn't let me move around elements, so yeah. Oh, I passed the circle, circle, circle. Get some copy the colors. And make sure to link to, like, so for the third circle, section 3. circle. Oh, I put this as 3 for some reason. Home. Okay, so home, 2 and 3, wonderful. And now for the sizing and whatnot. Just decrease the spacing. Wonderful, wonderful. And this is currently under the wrong like section break, but I'm just doing that for now until I have the last embed in there, which is going to be the container for the moving text. You have to put it in a container so that the position is correct on all of your devices. So that's the container for moving text embed right here, like so. And then get rid of like no background and no border, like that. And then you're gonna add an embed, and that is the moving text. Right, and that should be in the container. So you're just gonna copy it, and then you're gonna paste it into here, and the text this is what it says, but you guys can change it to whatever you would like. Wonderful. And then next is the music player, which I again code in the description. So here is that. And this doesn't need to be in a container. The embed just goes directly below the scroll text. So you can go here and change the color, which is what I'm doing. And I upload my songs using Dropbox, which I will leave a tutorial down below by a different YouTuber, which you guys can check out. I will not be showing how to do it in this video because I'm assuming most people know how to, but again, tutorial below if you don't. So I'm just going to copy the song I have from the reference card, which is a Pink Panthers song. My Grammarly thing keeps showing up. All right, wonderful. Okay, so I think that's about it for the first page of the card. Yeah, that looks about right. So now we're going to move on to the second container, which I have the settings for in here under section 2, container. Oops, wrong padding number. And make sure to place it under section 2, otherwise the positioning will be a little off. So we make the alignment center, and then the background is going to be a color with a pattern, and the pattern is vertical lines with a transparent color and size of 5 and thickness of 12 have to make the background. I will do this color. Like so. I believe I did a different color in the reference card, but that is okay. And then I believe that the border is how it should be, yes. Oh, and make sure the mobile, yeah, set to manual, make sure so it all looks the same. So then we're gonna add the title text for this container. So I'm just gonna duplicate this and put it in here, and then replace the styling like so. And then I will do this. All right, and it's looking like, yeah, make sure the alignment is center. It's looking like everything is good. I'm just gonna copy this color here into the background and change it to say what I wanted to. And then okay, so I'm just gonna quickly like move this out of the way because you're gonna wanna duplicate this because it is the exact. So I actually lied earlier. I'll add this into the Google Doc, but it is going to be a little bit different from the last scroll text. It's just the border radius is slightly different, but that's it. And even though they're super spaced out right here, it will not show up like that. See, in my reference card it looks like that, but it will not permanently look like that. So yeah, I'm actually just quickly going to change this color. I hope you guys don't mind, just so it matches the reference card exactly, or otherwise I'll get, yeah. All right, actually that is not what the, oh yeah. So you're gonna wanna make that whatever this color is transparent, even just a little bit. I use 80, but it's like you can make it however transparent or however non-transparent you want it to be. So yeah. All right, let me just copy and paste. Oops, let me just copy and paste my info. And this is how you highlight if you want the highlight styling we added to show up. I'm sure most of you know that. Wonderful, wonderful. Alrighty. Okay, now we're gonna add our final containers under section 3. This is going to be down here, yes, right here. So both containers are exactly the same except for the positioning. So I put obviously both settings in that. So this is for the one on that will be on the left. Oh, wonderful. Then we're going to do a different pattern. And I made it a different, somewhat different order. All right. And we're gonna do the next container with slightly different positioning settings. So you can just copy it and then paste. Like so. Then we're gonna add our title text. So I'm just gonna like copy this. Oh, this should not be my color, it should be color. All right, wonderful. And for mobile, and all the normal card settings should already be correct. Yeah, so you can just duplicate that and put it into the next container. Sorry, I got a bit confused why things were not where they should have been. Okay, perfect. Okay, finally we're gonna do the scroll text. So the highlight should again just be like already there because I'm just duplicating it. So, but it's somewhat different styling. Yeah, and it does show spaced out, but yeah, and we're gonna align it. Yeah, so all the card settings are perfect. Duplicate that, put it into the next one, and make sure the containers are under the sections in which they are supposed to be under. Yes, okay, and I'm just gonna copy and paste my info. Just moving this out of the, just moving everything out of the way. All right. Hopefully it looks like what it's supposed to look like. I have not made a tutorial in a very long time. But yeah, that, just making sure it matches the, well, somewhat matches the reference card. All right, that should be everything, and then you're just gonna publish it. I have it saved as a draft right now, but we'll just enter tutorial 001, and we will see, hopefully. Okay, and here is our final result. Just a few quick notes though, some things I had to change. The divider, and I'll again change this in the Google Doc, I actually made it 10 instead of 8, so it was more spaced out. And then the text that you put in the container where the main name is going, make sure that it is white or whatever color the container is and not transparent, because if you make a text transparently colored, it, like Card for some reason doesn't register it, so it won't actually space out the container. But yeah, and that's about it. Your result should be looking something like this. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to my RetroSpring, and also feel free to recommend more tutorials through my RetroSpring. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, all the resources used will be linked below. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.